Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me. For those people who are disabled or who have mental health problems or have children who have mental health problems, I would say to you, and I've said this before, that reform are not your friend. I know a lot of people are having a go at the Labour Party, and rightly so, because of the cuts to the welfare benefits and stuff like that. Absolutely appalling. The Conservatives aren't that much better. In fact, the Conservatives wanted to go further than Labour after the Green Paper was announced. And this pushed a lot of people to think, well, maybe a reform UK could do, would help, would do the job. But actually, no. Nigel Farage has come out and said that he thinks that mental health diagnosis has been overdiagnosed. He thinks that too many people are being diagnosed with mental health problems. And he's blaming GPs for this. He's saying that if you're a family GP, if you're a GP for a family and you've known them for years and they say there's a problem, there's a bit of there's pressure on that GP to not to say no. Now, I think GPs have more integrity than this. I know there are GPs out there that are good and there's some that are bad. Of course there are. But I think most GPs have got more integrity than this. And I think that, especially if you're going for an autism or an ADHD diagnosis, that's not usually done by a GP. That's usually done by somebody else within the NHS. So I don't really understand where he's coming from for this. But I think that it's very difficult and it's very worrying that we're getting this from the Reform UK party, because we've also had it from the other parties as well. And I think that this is damaging for Reform UK, for all those people who were thinking, well, they were going to vote for Reform because they could offer a better solution. That's not going to happen. We already know that people have said that they're going to have the NHS sold off and you're going to have to pay for your treatment. Now, of course, that's by the by. But here they are now saying that people with mental health problems are being overdiagnosed. And that's a worry for people. It's a worry for parents. Parents of SEND kids are now going to be really worried about this, because they're going to think to themselves, well, Labour aren't going to help me. The Conservatives aren't helping me. And now Reform UK don't look like they're going to help me. So who do I go to? Who do I turn to? I don't think the Liberal Democrats have really solidified their policy on this situation. A lot of people are now looking at the Green Party as a party who could help out with this situation or have a softer approach to this situation. But it's dangerous, isn't it? When you're saying, there's too much mental health problems in the world. There's too many people with mental health problems. When actually, they're not looking at the potential causes of this. They're simply saying it's being overdiagnosed. But what they're not doing is saying, well, why have cases increased? Why are there more mental health problems being diagnosed? What is that? Because there's a danger there that they're going to put pressure on the NHS and pressure on GPs not to diagnose. The whole situation with paying GPs £20 if they don't send someone to hospital, if they don't refer them to hospital, if they refer them somewhere else. This is the danger. This is the problem with incentivizing certain situations. I mean, are they now going to consider, not necessarily, but if Nigel Farage became Prime Minister, would he do the same thing? Would he say, well, okay, if you are the person assessing for ADHD and autism, we'll pay you some money if you don't give it to them? Is that how it's going to work out? So it's very difficult to get my head around this. And I would say to people that if you're looking for Reform UK to be the saviour of people with disability and mental health problems, I would say that's not going to happen. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section as always. Please do let me know what you think. And please do subscribe if you got this far. It really does help the channel spread a bit further. Until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye.